Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another potential eBay bargain unboxing. This is another loco where I put a low bid on. It was somewhere around 20 to 24 quid and no one ever went past it, so I ended up winning it. I think it's for 22.50 or something. I can see it's only delivered today. I've only just opened the box in an attempt to hide my address and everything. Also, no one wants to watch some old bloke trying to open a box. I've opened it already. It's in a decent box, so that's a good start. And as you can see, it's all wrapped in newspaper. So we'll have a rummage around. Hopefully that's it. There we go. So it's all quite heavily wrapped in bubble wrap. It is an unboxed engine. To be honest, I can't exactly remember what it is. So let's rearrange the camera and we'll get it out and see if it actually works and how much of a bargain it actually was. So as you can see, this is an unboxed locomotive. I suspect it's an HO gauge engine, a European engine. As I say, I can't exactly remember what this was because I do low bid on a lot of things and obviously most of them come to nothing. So sometimes I can't exactly remember what it was, and I've deliberately not looked it up before doing this video. So let's get this open. Probably should cut this bit out as well, shouldn't I really? There we go. The seller said it was in excellent condition and was a good runner. I'm pretty sure other people's descriptions of a good runner don't necessarily match mine. It seems to be a very fluid description, that. I think as long as it moves, people will call it a good runner. I have bought from this seller before, I think, if it's what I think it is, and what I had from him was okay. So yeah, it looks like some sort of European. Don't think this was Lima though. So there it is. So it's 118. Let me just zoom that in a little bit. So it is presumably a class 118. There's a lot of detail on those bogies there. Obviously it's an electric. Don't know whether you can run it from the pantographs. I suspect you might be able to because they're actually metal. And usually with these, when you get them and they've got all metal pantographs, you can run it from them. So there'll be a switch somewhere, which might even be that red thing. Oh, maybe not. Looks to be in decent condition. Yeah, you can make out the printing's all legible. Not sure if there's any cab detail in there or whether that's just a trick of the light. Looks like it could have lights. So moulded wipers. Can't really see in there. Looks like there may be a bit of glazing missing, or it's just come a bit loose. Look, I think that might just be a bit loose. So I'm going to have the top off at some point to try and put that back. Yeah, it's all got shaken about in the post. Yeah, it doesn't look like it fits too well down this side, so I reckon that's just come a bit loose. That's not a major problem. And probably what we want to know is what make is it. I think it says it on the bottom there somewhere. Let's have a look. Right, it says made in Italy. Just trying to get some light on that. Does that mean it's a Rivarossi? I can't quite make that out. Oh, that's probably the switch there for pantograph running, that one. And I think that does say Rivarossi in there. I don't know if we can get... Yeah, it does, look. It does say Rivarossi. So either these wheels are disgustingly filthy or they got those clear traction tyres on them. They are traction tyres. It's got the usual hair stuck in it. Interesting design there where all the bogies move. No sprung buffers or anything like that. I'm presuming it should have working lights. Looks like it. Right, so most important thing, does it work? Right, let's give it a go. Put it down in the sidings to start with, so I'll be powering that with my duet. So I'm going to turn it up. I'm not even going to guarantee which way it's going to go. I am turning it up. And that's full blast and nothing's happening, so let's give it a nudge. Oh yeah, and it does go the wrong way. That's on 50%. It's quicker that way. I'll just swing it round so you can see the lights flickering. It's obviously having trouble picking up power to some degree. Anyway, whoops, wrong way again. Or it doesn't move at all, one or two. You see the lights flickering, it's not the camera. It's actually them flickering as if it's got intermittent power. Runs better that way though. That's on 50% speed in that direction. And that's 50% speed in the other direction. Again, it's another one of these that's wired up round the wrong way, if you like. Is it the equivalent of driving on the wrong side of the road? But at least it works, and it seems to be a pretty good nick. So I must admit, as I'm looking at it here, I'm looking at the quality of the bogey mouldings. They are really good. There's a lot of detail in them. So I don't know anything about this Rivarossi engine. I don't know how old it is or anything. Let's just have a closer look at those bogies now. There's a hell of a lot of detail on them. That's really not bad. Yeah, this is pretty good. And obviously I'm going to have the top off to try and refit the glazing. I don't know how it comes off at the moment. It might just be a clip on. But there's obviously some detailing in behind what should be the window there. Yeah, apart from that glazing issue, this is a nice model. I just can't get over how good that bogey moulding is. Yeah, that's nice. Let's just have a look at the wheels. Are they actually filthy? No, they don't look that bad. Right, I think what we've got to do with this is take it out the sidings and give it a bit more of a blast around the main track where it can keep going, and we'll see how much it improves. Oh, and there's a buffer head missing, look. Not sure that was on the listing. I'll have to check the packaging, see if it's come off in there. Because going by this glazing, it's had a bit of a shake about from every. Yeah, I'll get this on the main line and we'll give it a bit more juice and run it for a slightly longer time and see if it improves any. So I've got it down on the main line and just check the eBay listing, and they list it as a Rivarossi DB118, a 2442, body very good condition, directional working lights, one buffer head missing. I must have missed that. And then from the excellent Rivarossi Memories site, it says this was a DB118, originally built in the late 1930s. That's the real one, by the way, not this one. And the part number, or the Rivarossi part number for this is 1673, and it came out for 1 year in 1976. I don't think that's too bad for a loco from 1976. Anyway, I've stopped the other two that we're running because they're making a bit of a clickety clack, and we'll see how this gets on. I'm turning it up. This is on the Morley controller now. Yeah, that seems to have loosened up quite a lot already, just with that brief running backwards and forwards. I'll give it a bit more juice. And indeed the lights are working. I'll just see if I can pick them up on camera. It's relatively bright in here at the moment. Oh, they are directional. But obviously they need a bit of power to get them on. Looks like they've got 3 lights. You can tell where they would be. And the cap lights up, but I don't know, that could just be light bleed. But there doesn't seem to be too much wrong with that now, does there? Unfortunately, that Rivarossi site doesn't always have instructions, so that I would know how to get the body off. I'm going to suggest maybe just clips on like a Lima one, but I'll have a look in a minute. So we're going to send this round, just see if it gets on, so do a lap or not, and off she goes. Check out the crossings, no problem. Radius 2 bend. The one that used to be the Lima crossing, no problem. Express points, normal points, no problem there. What about going the other way? Yeah, over the dreaded crossing, not a problem. Around the back of the layout. And into a gentle stop, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. When I looked at the listing, it actually worked out just over 30 quid with the postage. Not bad for 1976, I've got to say. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to have a quick look at it and see if I can get the top off and see if I can get any crap off the wheels at all. They look quite clean, but you never know. So I'll be right back. So I managed to get the top off. It was indeed clips and the help of a couple of cocktail sticks. You can see the little moulded into the chassis there that hold the body on. It's got the old school, old Rivarossi like ring motor mounted vertically. I've got this motor in a couple of Rivarossi ones. It seems pretty bloody bomb-proof, to be honest. And you can see the bulbs at each end. Big weight there. That's the contact for the pantographs. And then there's another more chunks of weight here and the other bulb. So I'm just going to give this a dab of oil on the motor bearing there. Probably won't go any further than that for the time being, because I think you can unscrew the base keeper plates, which might be better than trying to winkle the motor out to get something on the gears. But I mean, it's not noisy, is it? So but I will just give that a slight dab of oil. And I managed to get the glazing back in. It had just this out stuff that sort of pops into the window holes and just sort of clips there. So I managed to get that back in. That wasn't difficult. I haven't put glue on it because last time I tried that it made the windows mist up with just the tiniest bit of soup glue. It probably depends what glue you have, but yeah, so I won't be doing that again until I get some different glue. Well, it's a nice body shell, really. The paint's done nicely, as is the printing. You can see down the bottom. And inside you can just see the sort of light channels up here. And as I say, the contact this little wire thing here, or that bit with a hump in it, that fits or touches onto that bit to give it power from the pantographs. If there was any writing in here, what does that say? Oh, it's just a number. And Rivarossi, made in Italy. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Right, I'll do a little bit of maintenance. I'll also give the wheels a quick clean using some fly leads, and then we'll get it back on the track, see if it runs any better. I mean, it doesn't have to run any better because it ran well there in the end once it got going. Yeah, and we'll get some final thoughts of whether that was worth the money or not. So it's had a bit of a spruce up. The wheels were quite dirty. I've got them sorted. A little dab of oil. I haven't taken the base keeper plates off yet because it seems to run okay. And as I said, I think the shell just clips on and off like on a sort of Lima type loco. One thing I did notice when I was setting up the leads to put some power to it is that only the wheels on end 2, which have the traction tires, actually drive. The other wheels are free running, although they do pick up. So that's these two drive, those two are just pickups, and the bogies don't pick up. But anyway, there she is. So I'll just make sure I haven't sort of killed it. And the answer's no, that's pretty smooth, that. That's really quiet now. In fact, what I'll do is I'll stop that climb barn up on the bridge there to eliminate all noise. I can't really hear any motor noise. What about a bit quicker? All wheel noise, I think. Well, you better see how much it weighs. It's not especially heavy or anything, but it has got those very chunks of scrap metal in there. So let's get it on the scales and have a look. There we go, 357. So not terrible at all. Not the heaviest, but seems to run well. Right, I'll see if I can find something for that to pull. It's probably going to have to be freight. I imagine this is, well, I think it said on the Rivarossi site, this is more of an express loco, so it'll have to be express freight. Let's see what I've got. We'll give it a last run round and see whether we think it was worth the money. So I've got some freight wagons for it to pull. These are large and heavy Electrotren. Basically that's what I had to hand with the correct couplings. So we'll send that away. Might as well send my Rocco Express away if he wants to go. And then we'll have get the climb barn on its way as well. So here comes the Rivarossi. It's got no problem pulling them, has it? This is the lovely Rocco with some Fleischmann coaches, which I think I've featured before. They're all lit, although it's not going fast enough for that to show up. And a 2-motored Kleinbahn. That Rocco engine is an absolute beauty. It's in the Swiss railway colours. But that's not what we're looking at. See if we can pick up the lighting this time as it comes round. I might just about caught them. We'll bring that in for a stop this time. Nice gentle stop. And there you have it, the Rivarossi DB118. That cost me just over 30 quid including postage. I'm more than happy with that. That's really nice. It's in better condition than I thought. And it runs better than I hoped. It's really nice and quiet, the lights are working. Doesn't seem to be anything broken except that buffer head, and I may be able to find one to stick on that. And it was clean inside, as you saw. Old, but clean inside. So it's a 1976 Italian electric locomotive, DB118, in the days when they still made them in Italy. So do you like that one? What do you think of them? Would you have paid that for one of them if you saw it? Yeah, I'm happy with that one. That's a good one. Not all eBay purchases work out quite as well. As I say, people are a bit imprecise when they say good runner. But that one, although it started off dodgy, it's absolutely fine once you've done a lap or two. That's the repairs I like, the ones that get repaired by just using them. So that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. Not sure what the next one's going to be, but whatever it is, we'll see you in it. Thanks very much. Bye for now.